All right, so we got a full panel of single people today. Awesome stuff. So we'll do the first question. We'll start with the guys first. What is the biggest issue with dating nowadays, you think, regarding men and women? Like, for example, is it maybe girls flake, guys are not being serious? What's the biggest issue you would see in the dating market today from your point of view? And we'll start here.
Girls are just full of shit. They lie. I mean, it's almost impossible now. I've dated in 4 decades, and it's worse than ever. Really, to answer the question specifically, just lies.
Pure lies?
Lies.
Okay. What about you?
I couldn't have said it better myself. No, there's a lot of women out there that are looking for the bigger, better thing, and that's why they stay somewhat emotionally unattached, even after months or even years of dating. Unfortunately, I know what that's like. Sucks.
Yeah. Understandable.
So I came down from New York thinking Miami would be better, and a month in, I'm...
My friend, you're cooked. Not better at all, bro.
Worst
Actually,
city
the
in the
worst,
nation.
actually, I would say.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Shit.
What about you?
I think social media plays a big role. I think it causes people to have false expectations and they think the grass is greener on the other side. It's constantly happening. The phone is in everyone's hand 24/7. Girls, if they're semi-good looking, doesn't even have to be very good looking, are getting constantly hit up. So the competition is
Fierce.
50 times worse now because of Instagram, DMs, and I think false expectations is a big role, big factor, definitely.
Good point. All right. For you, what's the biggest issue?
My goodness. I think honestly it's just the amount of choice that men have. It's very difficult to find someone who isn't shooting for the stars. Very, very cutthroat, and therefore if they deem you as not marriage quality, they're only trying to sleep with you.
Whose fault do you think that is? The girl's part or the guy's fault?
I don't think it's anybody's fault in particular, because when the world is at your fingertips, you have choice, and everybody loves choice. Everybody loves freedom. So I think that's really just what it is. I mean, yeah, it's just the choice. Like I think people are looking at like when someone has 80% of everything that you want and then they're missing that 20, they really focus on that 20. And it's easy to see somebody else on like Facebook that has that 20% that you're looking for. So
Lifestyle.
yeah.
Okay. For you?
I have to agree with Johnny about it being social media, and there's so much access to be able to see people from all over the world, and I feel like men are able to see the most beautiful models, so many more than they would ever be able to see in their lifetime if we hadn't had technology, I feel like. And I think that's led to a lot of issues, and also maybe even with the rise of OnlyFans, I see a big problem with guys is like guys who pay for OnlyFans while having a girlfriend or while they're single. Yeah.
That's sad, actually. What about you?
I'm very old school, so I feel like technology plays a big part. Like, oh, you can just send a text and the guy will like wait outside in his car and be like, I'm here. But no, the guy doesn't like walk up to the door, give you flowers, anything. Like, I'm very old school. I like the old school love.
Okay. And for you?
Guys like have such a bad past. Like every guy now has like been to like the strip club.
All right,
Strip clubs are bad.
It's the guy's fault.
Have you been there?
Yeah, but like it's fine if I see like a girl like twerk or something. I'm not gonna get like aroused like a guy would from that, you know? Yeah.
So I guess from both ends, what would you say, Dustin? Do you think that women understand men's plight and care, or they just don't care?
They don't understand at all. I mean, everything they just said right now is about the men having all the access when actually you guys have all the access. It's the opposite of what you're saying. We don't have the access. You guys are the ones that are getting 500 DMs a day, not us.
Do you agree or
Dang.
disagree?
I wish I was getting 500 DMs a day. Clearly, you guys think I'm cooler than I really am. What? I think that's it's wildly, like, that opinion is wildly inaccurate. Just because, for example, I'm not saying that I am. Let's say you believe that I'm the standard of beauty. That doesn't mean that everybody else thinks that. I think a lot of people, like, when I interact with them, they're like, oh my goodness, you get like 500 DMs, everybody wants you. No, that's just ignorant to say. Not everybody likes slim girls. Not everybody likes black girls. So why would you think that everybody wants me or that it's easy for me to date?
Have you ever been asked out on a date?
Have I ever been asked out on a date?
Do
Yes.
guys come to you and approach you? Because no girls ever came to me and approached me.
That just your experience doesn't make it the benchmark.
It doesn't.
I've also asked men out on a date. I'm actually very proactive when it comes to dating. I ask men out on a date. If I see a man and I think he's attractive, I have no issue going up to him and saying, I think you're cute. Do you want to talk? It doesn't always work out in my favor. Some guys are like, no, thanks. Some guys are like, yeah. So my experience is not the benchmark.
Do you think a lot of women chase status?
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. I think we're raised to chase status.
But have like false expectations about this status. You know, a guy makes over 6 figures, all of a sudden girls they think that's nothing. They think that's chump change.
I think that has to do with the economy and just inflation and things. But then again, that's just me
I
because
think that's to do with the mindset, not the economy.
I kind of
Yeah,
I
even
agree with you
before
100%.
even before inflation was out of control and all that bullshit, it was a status symbol for a woman to be dating a man that's making 6 figures or 7 figures. I do agree with you that the social media has definitely fucked things up for both sexes, though. But I'll give you this though. I think men want variety. They want to look at whether it's a blonde or a brunette or whatever. And if you look at that Sydney ring card girl, I don't know her name. I don't want to know her name.
Yeah, the blonde, right?
Yeah. She went to what is it? She grew up in like Missouri or something. Went to Alabama. Nobody would know her name or give a shit if it wasn't about social media. And I remember her doing an interview, and this is why I don't like her. She dumped her boyfriend of 3 or 4 years, whatever it was, started going on podcasts, being single, going to events. She's getting all this access because of social media. That's not happening for any other man except for maybe Dan Bilzerian, but that's the exception, not the rule.
An anomaly.
She belongs to the streets.
It's an anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
Agree, disagree?
May I say something? Men often get insecure at the fact that women may easily have 500 DMs, but that's not positive attention. We don't enjoy that. And if men are in my DMs, most of the time what people are saying in your DMs, excuse me, is stuff you don't want to hear, and it's disgusting, and it makes my self-worth go down. If anything, it makes it worse. If someone's contacting me that way, excuse me, I don't want to be talking to a man like that. So I understand that men get insecure about our choices and options and how people can contact us online, but it's mostly bad things that we're hearing from these men. It's not good things. And I really prefer like in real life interactions. I like being face to face with people. I think it's much
Do you have
more.
social media?
Yeah.
So why do you have it? If that's
Keep
the
in
case.
contact with my friends and to keep them updated with my life.
Yeah, I mean, I was off social media for like 7 years. I recently just got back on. And it's just, I would challenge anyone to get off social media and try and just live like a normal life. It's much better. It's much healthier.
Oh, I love it.
I have a
It's
question
much,
for you
much
guys real
healthier.
quick. When you go to social media, right? Let's say Instagram, for example. You get DMs of girls telling you, like, for example, hey, I want to go out with you. I want to take party with you.
I've never gotten that.
I've done
I'm
it.
6'6" with light eyes, and I make good money, and I present well.
Because I would argue that a lot of guys don't get attention like how girls do on social media. It's
I
quite the opposite.
DM guys all the time.
For
And
what?
say what?
For what?
Me too.
But like, you fine.
You DM
Poppy.
guys
Me
for what?
three.
You what?
Really?
Yeah, I've DM guys before.
How many?
Like 5 or 6.
4.
No one's like
4 or 5.
answered though. But like,
Well,
I DM
I was
guys.
going to say, out of how many of those guys you DM'd have you actually gone on a date
Stop
with
the cap.
or was serious with?
No one's responded to me.
Welcome to the
Are
world
they
of man.
celebrities or something?
I mean,
Huh?
fresh.
Are they
Like her
celebrities?
page just has no photos of her, like 2 photos of her, and it's like
Well, I have
oh,
3
it's
pages.
barely.
I have 3 pages.
Can we see it?
My page?
You know what's funny? Obviously, if you send them a DM, they're going to see like your fake page. So
Well,
what?
I have 3 Instagram accounts.
Why do you have
What?
3?
What?
Yeah,
What the-
I also have multiple Instagram
I
accounts.
have Finsta because I mean, back in the day in high school, we had Finstas.
Same.
And then I have like, because I wasn't allowed to have Instagram, so I have like my personal Instagram, and then I have a family Instagram.
That's too
That-
many, man.
Mm.
Yeah,
too
I
many.
have 3. I have 3 Instagrams. I have a personal Instagram that like, yes, 3. So it's that one. My first one was a private page, really only friends and family. Mainly because like I have minor relatives and I just don't think it's appropriate for me to post other people's children on public pages. So that one's private. And then I have one that I used for work because I used to do modeling and I used to promote a nightclub. So I have one for Toronto, and then I also have my dancer page. and those are the 3 that I use.
I have a question, fellas. If a girl that you're talking to has 3 Instagram pages,
No.
is that a red flag?
Nah,
Red flag.
it's, nah,
Yes.
it's not gonna happen.
Why is it a red flag?
It's not gonna happen. I don't honestly. If you have one picture or one selfie of yourself, I won't talk to you.
Why is that an issue?
For me, it just is. It says a lot about your character. I've never posted a selfie of myself. It's about you. And and honestly, I haven't looked at any of your Instagrams because I don't really know who you are. And I'm not saying you, but I'm saying in general, there's pages with just nothing but selfies.
Wait,
That's wild to me. That's crazy. Like I still don't understand that phenomenon.
I don't understand.
Maybe I'm an old head, but
can
like,
you
access
like
to it.
elaborate on that because I'm a little confused.
I confuse
Like,
myself.
guys
If I post
selfies all
a
the
selfie, if
time.
there's one page and there's a selfie on
but
there,
why
what
are
does
you
that
putting
mean?
a picture of yourself out there? What's the purpose of that?
What's the purpose of having a photo album?
Well, you can take pictures of things, of vacations, but what's the deal with yourself? You're advertising yourself, right?
Oh shit.
That's what it is.
I mean, you could be.
You're trying to sell yourself for a purpose. I don't want to date a girl that's selling herself because what else are you doing?
So you
But
don't
would
want to
you
date a girl who uses social media?
No,
But
I
would
don't
you
like.
say
I don't
the
like
same
social
thing
media
for
at all.
men? Because
No,
I
the
mean,
way they
I've
use
seen
social
men
media is what it's
flex
all
with
So
like the
yeah, no, but
wedding
I'm
spreads.
I just before we divert, I'm trying to understand what the red flags are of someone posting a selfie of themselves. So you're saying that it's
It's a me mentality.
so are you saying that someone who posts selfies is narcissistic or displays?
I'm not using that word, but I'm just saying it's just
I'm
about
asking.
you.
I'm asking.
I just see it very, very entitled and very much about you.
Entitled.
Yeah.
But would you say the same thing for men who post?
I just think that's fucking weird.
Okay.
But we just spoke about attention and how much options you guys have. Let's say a guy did post selfies all day. No one's gonna send him a DM, unless
Let's-
it's you. But
Are you insinuating that no? Do females DM you?
well, hold on.
Well, that's
I'm-
fresh. He
I'm
don't
not
sound-
that.
he's
guy,
not-
though.
I'm not
But he's on
asking
another-
anything. He is not
No,
an
no, no. But hold on.
A-list celebrity. Like you, I'm not saying that you're not popular or anything, right?
Stop the cap.
Damn.
You're an A-list celebrity.
Listen, man, am I in these streets?
No,
I am.
I'm saying
But
generally.
no. Just keeping it cordial though.
Yeah.
Respectfully, these guys are they're here, right? Cool guys. I am as well. But I'm just saying, options wise, you guys getting DMs way more than us by far.
100%.
Doesn't mean we're responding to them or enjoy them. Though.
I agree with you, but
Yeah, but he's just saying it doesn't matter. You're getting the attention.
well, that's
whether it's
men
good or
doing
not.
it, not us.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
That's
get
the men
DMs.
hitting send, not us. I'm not choosing.
But
Like if
the
I
point
could
is,
block anyone from DMing me who wanted to like hook up with me, like I wouldn't want that.
understandable. But the point is, we could post shit all day. Let's say attractives like thirst traps. We might get like 1-2 DMs possible. You guys just post anything, selfies, you get hella DMs.
Because men are thirstier.
But that's the point, though.
I don't know about that because, like, to be honest, like if I saw you guys and you guys both are real estate, I would honestly hit you guys up and be like, "Hey, I want to get into real estate. How would this?"
But it's
go?"
not for romantic purposes. That's what they're on.
That's the point.
That's what they're discussing. Romantic purposes.
Let me just say this. I think he gets more DMs out of the 4 of us because of his status. And that's not a knock on you. It's just he's known. He has people know that he has a certain amount of money, and it's going to generate more leads for him is what I'm saying.
The first thing I check on is a girl's Instagram right
Oh,
away. If she doesn't have selfies everywhere, doesn't have vacation photos of just her by herself, all these fancy photos, nonstop selfies, I don't want to deal with that. I know it's a red flag right off the rip. I know exactly what she's into and what she's trying to do and what her focus is. I just had this happen. I met a girl, her Instagram, she posted 3 pictures, all normal, PG pictures. She turned out to be a great girl. I don't have to worry. She doesn't have 3 Instagrams. If she told me she had 3 Instagrams, I would say, can we curse on here?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you have 3 Instagrams for? If she gave me all of her passwords and I knew about it, maybe. But
It's like
the
having
fact
2
that she has
phones.
3,
Yeah,
It's like having a backup phone.
there you go.
but it's the
One for
fact
the hoes,
they have 3.
one for the bros.
It's like, what the hell? Why?
So-
What's your agenda? What's your agenda?
Ladies, real quick, this is on your end now. If a guy saw your page on Instagram, would they wife you up?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't really like. I mean, as he said, I don't really post myself. Like,
Come on,
there's
Paris, I know
2
you post
pictures
shit,
of
bro.
me.
Okay, from your understanding, you think a guy would wife you up?
No.
No?
I think the right man would immediately wife me up.
Okay.
I got my graduation pictures on there.
And you?
I have been wifed up with my Instagrams. So
You're
yes.
married?
No.
Okay, hold on. Let's play a game here real quick. You guys ready?
Yeah.
We're going to show your pages to these guys right here. And they're going to tell us, wifey or not. Let's start
The
this
one you guys
battle.
are gonna show, these guys are gonna say no for sure.
Nah.
I'm telling you, I'll put
Listen,
money on it right
You
now.
guys are gorgeous on the panel. I'm sure they're going to say yes.
Right.
Stop the cap.
All right. Let's play the first one, Chris.
All right, just give Bill 1 second.
Yeah, but honestly, man, listen, I get it. People are worried about Instagram. It's a lot of options. But I will say, though, for girls, it is way easier because you post anything, bikini picture, selfie. Oh, you're so cute. You're so beautiful. We post shit. What do we get? Oh, cool car, bro. Like, it's not like
That's it.
life changing.